Women's Day. In today's episode, we're going to talk about women's rights. In modern society, even though there has been a lot of progress made when it comes to women's rights, there are still some countries where women face obstacles due to discrimination based on their gender. We will conduct interviews and share stories from different countries in order to draw more attention to women's rights in different Asian countries. We hope that through this research, we will draw people's attention to the status quo of women's rights, which will help to further improve women's rights in Asia. Now, let's meet the three girls from our group representing different countries and share their unique perspectives.
Hi, I'm Antia. I'm from Malaysia.
Hi, I'm Dumia. I'm from Maldives.
Hi, I'm Yumi. I'm from China.
Now, let's start the discussion. We have prepared 3 questions that will help us gain insight into the current state of women's rights in the girls' respective countries. So, how would you describe the current state of women's rights in your country?
I think in Malaysia, women's rights are influenced by many factors such as culture, religion, and legal laws. In Malaysia, there's a dual legal system with a civil law applying to non-Muslims and Sharia law applying to Muslims. So this can limit women's rights in terms of marriage, divorce, child custody, inheritance, and so on. Furthermore, although many women in Malaysia pursue higher education now, women representation in STEM is still low, and they still suffer from wage disparities and discrimination.
What about you, Dumia? How is the situation in Maldives?
The situation in Maldives is pretty developed and it's still developing as government and NGO organizations are encouraging people to be in the front lines and work more.
What about China? How is the situation there?
In China, women has equal rights under the law, but in the real life is a little difficult to achieve. For example, there used to be a law that said employers cannot ask women if they want to have children when they apply for a job. But actually, in the real life, many women face such questions like this when they apply for a job. So if women in China reach at marriageable age, and do not get married and have children, maybe it will be a disadvantage in the workplace.
For the second question, I want to ask the girls to share specific stories or examples of women who made a significant contribution to advancing women's rights in their countries.
A woman who made significant contributions to women's rights in Malaysia is Dr. Wan Azizah Wan Ismail. She is a significant politician in Malaysia and also the wife of our former Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. She is a vocal advocate for women's rights and also serves as the National Welfare Foundation's chairperson. They champion for issues such as gender equality, healthcare access, and also women's rights.
In Maldives, I don't think there's specifically someone, but because there's a lot of women out there who are encouraging and fighting for women's rights, especially the ones that I can highlight are the ones elected by the political parties and assigned to government bodies such as the parliament, who are the people proposing women rights matters to the parliament. And recently the government has allowed women to work in fields where usually men work in, such as engineering, and which is really amazing. And one of the figures that I would highlight is the defense minister of Maldives, who became the first woman to become the defense minister, and I think that is really empowering for women in Maldives.
My first thought is a sociologist from China. Her name is Li Yinghe. She promotes marriage equality, and she has many writings and research to call for couples should respect each other in marriage to prevent families violence and to prevent women in marriage.
So for the last question, I want to ask you guys, what are the main challenges or obstacles women face in terms of rights or gender equality in your countries? Dumin, do you want to start?
Yeah, I think the biggest challenge in China is that in in some parts of China, there still be a preference for boys over girls. For example, in some families, boys can always go to school, but girls maybe be asked for go to work for making money and get married, because such families believe that pay girls' education is waste of money. In some poor and backward areas in China, even these families will break the law by stealing and abandoning girls.
Yes, so in Maldives, I think the biggest challenge is the obstacle is the working and living environments, especially traditions and religion. Since Maldives is a 100% Muslim country, a lot of people, there's a section of people who abuse the power of religion to diminish women's rights. And also, because of the tradition in Maldives, it's like men being the breadwinner, it does not, a lot of families does not allow women to be working in industries such as tourism, which is the main profit income for Maldives, tourism industry. So I think those are the biggest challenges that women face.
What about our beloved Malaysia?
I think one of the biggest challenges in Malaysia is the cultural and religious practices. This can lead to traditional gender roles and expectations to still persist in Malaysian society. This hinders women's access to opportunities and decision-making processes.
Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your stories or experiences with us today. It was really meaningful.
No problem.
It is by accessing real personal experiences and feelings that we know the current state of women's rights in different countries. Only then we can know how to work hard to improve the women's rights situation around the world. Thanks again for watching Women's Daily, and thank you so much again to all of our guests. Thank you, guys. Bye.
Bye.